Hello! Finally, we have spring. Well, the weather is quite unpredictable, you could say. Still, spring cleaning has to be done to say goodbye to winter and welcome to new season into the home. While tidying up, I came across some emulsion wall paint. I thought I would experiment and see if I could find a way to use it in my sketchbook. Yes, why not? This sample I kept in a drawer when I was searching for the right shade of green for my bedroom. This one turned out to be too dewy for my room with very little natural light. I like this texture and I think it will be ideal for pencils, pastels, maybe some paints. I can already tell you the test turned out really well. The tests and the color I'm planning to use as a base have really sparked my imagination. The paint works surprisingly well as a ground for a pastel, so it looks like it can be used in this way. Most good quality emulsion wall paints are UV resistant, meaning they don't tend to fade or shift in color over time. I can't be completely certain in this case, but it's quite promising. It's also important to read the label carefully, especially when it comes to toxicity. That's essential. I lost some footage here, but I applied one layer of paint in my watercolor sketchbook. So far, I found that the best surface for this is something thick, like 300 GSM watercolor paper. Very thick cardboard, such as back cover of your drawing pad, or even a wood panel can also work perfectly. Okay, coming back to my painting. I decided that this green, together with the awful weather outside, might naturally lead me into a more fairy tale-like mood. Maybe I can even cast a little spell on this gloomy day. What do you think? I used to spend a lot of time coloring in adult coloring books. They are such a great way to practice, especially with colored pencils. My favorite has always been Secret Garden by the Scottish illustrator Johanna Basford. There's one illustration in particular, the one with the secret garden doors, that has always stayed with me. I sometimes wonder if when she was creating it, she was also waiting for a bit of sunshine, just like I'm today. I'm using gouache to build up the darkest tones and add a few abstract shapes. You might be wondering why I made a sketch if I've covered it completely with paint. The truth is, I just need to go through the process to remember. The sketch was only there as a guide to help me place things, not something I'm trying to follow exactly. What I'm really aiming for here is a sense of mood through color and light. At this stage, I'm still not sure if I will get there, as I've probably never created such a dark illustration before. But I do know that if I want the light to stand out, it has to come from strong contrast. While painting, I came across a bit of a challenge. I'm not entirely sure if it was a gum arabic not fully dissolving in the water, but some area of the illustration become quite shiny, which made things a little tricky. As you probably notice, I'm not changing the camera position, and that's part of the reason. What you're seeing on screen doesn't quite match what I'm experiencing. With the daylight coming through the window and a few additional lights, it created almost a disco-like effect across the surface. It's not the easiest to work with, but I'm just trying to stay focused on the painting and not to think about it too much. Do you remember when I was wondering if I would manage to cast a spell on the weather? It looks like it's starting to clear now, and there's a bit of hope that the sun might come out. The darker my illustration gets, the sunnier it seems to be outside. In Poland, March and April each have their own saying about the weather. March, w marcu jak w garncu, literally means March is like a pot, where everything gets mixed together. It reflects those sudden changes, when the weather becomes completely unpredictable. And then there's the saying, kwiecień, kwiecień, co przeplata, trochę zimy, trochę lata, which means April waves a bit of winter and a bit of summer. Or more naturally, April weather brings both rain and sunshine. It perfectly captures how unpredictable the weather can be, bringing all the seasons into one month. Or sometimes even into a single day. Now I'm starting to wonder if I really needed that sunshine after all. Trust me, from my perspective, this painting looks completely different. It's covered in shiny patches. But I don't want to stop. I want to keep painting because I really enjoy it. Despite the little changes, I'm glad I decided to take this on. I know I won't fully recreate what I have in my mind, but that's not the point. This is a very interesting experiment, and I'm sure I will learn a lot from it. At the very end, I will share with you what worked well, what didn't, and what not to do based on my mistakes. Here, I'm using just a wet brush. I try to soften those tiny areas. If it's caused by undissolved gum arabic, it should help, though it won't fix it completely. It's definitely something worth paying attention to. I overlooked this detail and I regret it a little, but at least it's another experience to learn from. As you've probably noticed, I often show in my videos that frustration and mistakes are simply part of creating process. Things don't come together instantly. They grow slowly, layer by layer, and that's completely natural. For me, painting and drawing feel a lot like cooking. You can follow a recipe and get a predictable result. But when you try something new, you need patience. Sometimes you have to be careful, sometimes a bit experimental, and sometimes just trust your instincts. Different elements can come together beautifully, but without balance, the whole thing can fall apart. And just like in cooking, if something is missing, you can adjust it, but not everything is easy to fix once it's gone too far. Creating works in a similar way. What you like doesn't have to be liked by everyone else, and that's perfectly fine. What matters is that you decide what you are doing, what you're learning, and how you move forward. None of this time is wasted. So, instead of thinking, there's no point, it won't turn out well, try giving yourself a chance. Let yourself explore what you can do. Take your time. Be a little more patient with yourself. The rest will follow. Your talent isn't something that just shows up in the final result. It's much quieter than that. It's your love for creating, your patience, and the time you choose to give to learning. If you feel that small pull, that spark that keeps bringing you back to it, that's already your talent. The rest simply comes with practice. So really, give yourself a chance, please. I think it's time to wrap things up and bring this video to a close. It's gone a little longer than I expected. This piece was quite a challenge for me, not just with the painting, but also with filming and editing along the way. One thing I can say for sure, I somehow managed to change the weather. It's actually sunny outside now. As for the experiment, the emulsion paint actually worked really well as a base for most of the materials I used, apart from transparent ones, of course. So if you got some paint left over from decorating, this could be a really nice way to use it. If the smell bothers you, one layer is more than enough and it dries quite quickly, which is always a bonus. And you don't need to worry about your brushes. They wash out easily with cold or lukewarm water. The main issue I ran into was with soft pastels. When I tried to close the sketchbook, I decided to use a fixative, and that was a big mistake. The image, which was already quite dark, became even darker, and the lighter colors started to yellow slightly. Instead, I would suggest placing something in between the pages. It can be tracing paper or even plain baking paper. I would love to know what you think about this experiment. Do you think using emulsion paint is a bit too much, or actually quite an interesting option? I hope you enjoyed this little moment with me and maybe found a bit of inspiration along the way. Have a lovely week and take good care of yourself. Thank you and hope to see you soon. Bye!